This is the review and practice for units 5 and 6. So let's start with the first point. Here we have the grammar, exercise 1. What do we have to do here? We have to choose the correct options to complete the sentences. Exercise 1, number 1, if the bus soon will take a cab. In this case, you have to choose the correct option. In this case, we have doesn't arrive as the answer. Why? Because we have the first conditional. In the first conditional, we have the if sentence in simple present. Won't arrive is in future. Didn't arrive is in past. Doesn't arrive is in present. The present simple, that is in the condition if. And then in the result, we have the future with will take a cab. So if the bus doesn't arrive soon, we'll take a cab. That's the way we have to solve this exercise. Now, you will pause the video and answer numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Try to give an explanation about why you chose your option, your answer. Why you consider that option to be the correct one. Yes? Well, go there and I'll see you in a moment when you finish the exercise. Excellent, guys. In this moment, you can send your answers to the WhatsApp group so we can give you feedback. We can see your answers. If you cannot do this, don't worry, because we will check the answers right now. Well, on exercise 2, we have looked at all this traffic. We'll be late for our flight. So, in this case, we are going to use option A. Number 3, I in Auckland for 5 years from 2008 to 2013. So I'm going to use option B. Then number 4, I to call her this morning, but there was no answer. So, well, in this case, we can use, let me see, letter B again, try it. Then number 5, we'll go to the park when the rain stops. Number 6, Tom go to the party. He often doesn't go out because he works a lot. So Tom might not. 7, I to the supermarket today, so you don't need to go shopping. And we're going to use option A. Number 8, you were best friends since you were in school. We have to use option B. Now it's time to check our answers with the book. In the book we have options B, A, B. Well, the number 4 is C, 5 is C, 6 is C, A, and B. Okay, only number 4 we have to correct. Here we have a letter C. Yeah, sure. In number 2 we use look at all this traffic. We have evidence of the traffic, so surely we are going to be late for our flight. We are going is not possible because in the structure it's missing 2. And won't is not possible because that's a possible result, which we have evidence that is not possible, is for sure, because the traffic is heavy. In number 3, I lived in Auckland for 5 years, the simple past. because the action finished in 2013, so it's totally finished. We use simple past. Number 4 is interesting because the correct answer according to the book is I've been trying to call her this morning, but there was no answer. So if you are still in the morning, if the morning hasn't finished, well, yes, you can say this. I've been trying to call her this morning, but there was no answer. Well, in this case, I will complement with there has been. There hadn't been answer. That's why I've been trying, but so far, yes, there hasn't been an answer. Is it possible to use letter B in past? I tried to call her this morning, but there was no answer. Yes, it's totally possible. Maybe the morning finished. We are in the afternoon in this moment, so the action finished in the past is simple past. It's another possible option. Number 5, we'll go to the part when the rain stops. So here we have the conditional number 1 again. So we have the result first with future will. We'll go to the park when the rain stops, simple present. Even though we are talking about future, we use simple present because it's the structure for the conditional. And when you use when, it refers to an action that will happen in the future or is going to happen in the future, right? Okay, but we don't use this structure because we have when, obviously. Number 6, Tom might not go to the party. He often doesn't go out because he works a lot. I mean, according to the statistics we have about Tom, we consider that it's probable that he doesn't go to the party, so he might not go to the party. 50-50. Will? No, because will is based on no information and is going to no because we are not sure. It's 50-50. Number 7, I've already been to the supermarket today, so you don't need to go shopping. Yeah, I've been already is not possible because the structure is not correct. Already is regularly in the middle of the auxiliary have and the principal verb, well, the auxiliary verb been. And I already gone, there's no auxiliary. We need an auxiliary for this. The only one that has all the elements is letter A, sorry. I have already been to the supermarket. And number 8, we have you known your best friend since you were in school together? Did you know? It's possible, but in this case we have the time expression since. And since is a time expression we use with the present perfect, so not with simple past. That's why we have these answers. I hope you have gotten all the answers good. So let's erase and let's continue. It's time to continue. Now let's close this exercise and let's go to exercise 2. Use the words in parentheses to complete the sentences so they mean the same as the first sentence. So we have 2 sentences with different structures but with the same meaning. That's what we have to do to make them have the same meaning as the first sentence. Well, so in the number 1 we have you'll be late for work if you don't get up now. The situation is that the person is sleeping and has to wake up now, otherwise the person will be late for work. In the second sentence we have you, a big space to write our answer, up now, won't. We have to use won't. So we have to change the first will in you will for won't, for the negative. Yeah, so you won't is the opposite of you will, negative. In the first sentence we have be late. So the opposite of be late is be on time. Yeah? So you won't be on time. What? If you don't get up now. The complement is the same. You, let me write it here because we don't have enough space. I'm gonna put it on the left side in this case. So the sentence should say you won't be on time. Yeah, if the connector if, so comma is not necessary, you don't get up now. I have one result in affirmative, you will be late for work, and one in negative with the opposite information, you won't be on time, with the same condition if you don't get up now. So they have the same meaning. They express exactly the same idea. So that's what you have to do now with the rest of sentences numbers 2 to 8. Yes, it's possible that she'll go to college next year, May. Julia traveled to Mexico 10 days ago and she's still there. Being, James started that game at 2 o'clock and he's still playing it. You have to use since. Number 5, I won't go to bed until this movie ends. As soon as, I'm sure that my team won't lose the game. Win, definitely. My brother still hasn't learned to drive yet. And when did you start taking piano lessons? How long? Right? Well, this is the moment in which you pause the video, go to your notebook or book if you have already printed your book, and write your answers for this exercise. Think about the answers, think about different ways to express the same ideas. The exercise is very easy, so please take your time. And when you finish, you can check your answers. You can send your answers via WhatsApp for your teachers to check them up. Then, after some minutes, when you finish your exercise, you can come back to the video and we will check the answers together. Right? Okay. Well, guys, we are back now and we have to check the answers. What do we have for number 2? Okay, so pay attention. It's possible, may, okay, so we have to use she, may. Possible. What is possible? Go to college. So she may go to college next year. I'm expressing exactly the same idea. Yes, it's possible that she will go, so she may go to college next year. Julia traveled to Mexico 10 days ago and she's still there, so it's an action that began in the past and continues in the present, is still active in the present, is connected to the present. So we have to use being here, and it's kind of obvious because we need to use present perfect to express this idea of an action beginning in the past and still active in the present is with present perfect. So I have to use being, and I use Julia, the auxiliary for present perfect for Julia because it's a third person. He, she, has, then the auxiliary, the principal verb in this case. Julia has been in Mexico for 10 days. And we are expressing exactly the same idea, right? Then we have number 4. James started that game at 2 o'clock and he's still playing it. So, since present perfect again, let's say that James has our auxiliary for he, she, it, and then being playing. Present perfect continuous. In this case, the verb plus ing. Has and being are two auxiliaries. Has is the auxiliary for perfect tenses. Being is the auxiliary for verb to be, expressing that the action is or has been in progress. And playing, the principal verb, the verb plus ing, or the gerund form of the verb. So James has been playing, and then 2 o'clock. Since the beginning, we are expressing the beginning of a period of time here, since 2 o'clock, right? Perfect, guys. Remember, for next exam, you will have next week, it's important to study the as we have seen here, conditional results, conditional, the first conditional, yes, the modal verbs to express possibility like may, might, yes, and the present perfect and present perfect continuous, right? Then on number 5 we have I won't go to bed until this movie ends. The moment the movie ends is telling me when I'm going to bed, so I, in affirmative, because I will go to bed, I will go to bed as soon as is expressing in the moment something happens, in the exact moment something happens. I will go to bed as soon as what has to happen? Yes, this movie ends. This movie ends. Again, it's expressing an idea in future, but it's not necessary to use the future expressions because we're using as soon as, which is in the future, as well as when we use when expresses an idea in future. 6. I'm sure that my team won't lose the game, so use, you're totally sure, oh my god, my team will definitely yes win the game, because I'm sure will definitely, right? Then my brother still hasn't learned to drive. Oh, very easy. I have to use yet. Yet is used in questions and negative sentences, so this sentence has to be a question or negative. Well, in this case it will be negative because at the beginning of the question I have the subject and I don't have a question mark at the end. So my brother, yes, hasn't learned to drive, and yet is at the end of the sentence. Yet. Okay, my brother hasn't learned to drive yet. Yet expresses an idea that it was expected to happen in the past, but it didn't happen. It hasn't happened until this moment. So my brother was supposed to learn to drive before, but he didn't. So my brother hasn't learned to drive yet. Oh my god. And then number 8, guys, is when did you start taking piano lessons? It's a question. I have to complement with another lesson. And the person started to take piano lessons in a moment in the past. So the time has gone on, and now we have a period of time. To know a period of time in English, we ask the question, how long? How long? To ask for a period of time. So how long? And then have you been taking? Because it's an action that has been in progress. How long have you been taking piano lessons? Question mark. Okay, and these are the answers we have for exercise 2. If you have any questions, don't hesitate and send us a message via WhatsApp or type your questions on this video in the comments box, right? Let me erase, guys. So as you can see, this exam next week is gonna be very, very easy, a piece of cake. So, well, let's continue. Now, let's begin with the third grammar exercise. Here we have choose the correct options to complete the text. Okay? So we have the text. Companies such as Google and Nissan conducted or have been conducting tests on driverless cars for the last 10 years. Here we have a time expression indicating that the action is still active. So it's not simple past because the action hasn't finished, it's not ended yet. So we have to use the present perfect continuous. Additionally, this action has been in progress since it began to now. Well, in this case, you have to answer. Companies such as Google and Nissan have been conducting tests on driverless cars for the last 10 years. They have been using or used powerful computers which control the speed and direction of the driverless cars automatically. If the tests will be or are successful, we might or won't see driverless cars on our roads in the next 5 years. Our technology expert Dan Jones gave his opinion of driverless cars. I think there won't or will be far fewer traffic accidents in the future. Unlike humans, computers don't usually make mistakes. Okay, so guys, go to this exercise on your books or notebooks if you don't have the book. If you haven't printed the PDF file, work on your notebook. Copy the exercise, copy the text on your notebook, and copy only the answers you consider to be used in this exercise, right? So pause the video, complete the exercise, and when you finish, come and check your answers. We will check our answers all together, guys. Great. Now that you have finished the exercise, I'm going to show you the answers. Pay attention to the answers. Here we go. Oh my God. As we mentioned before, for the first one is have been conducting, then have been using, are, might, will, might, start, will, past, I've been driving, and I've never had. So let's put the answers here. And let's complete the exercise. So have been using, we continue with the same idea, then are, then might, numbers 6, 5 and 6, will, 5, will. So let's analyze these answers. Give me a moment. Oh my God, it's longer than this. Just a second. So, have been conducting, have been using, are, my God, then will, 4, number 5, will, as well for number 6, which I cannot find. Oh, it's here. Then we have the rest of the answers. Number 7, might, start, will. So number 7, might, start, here. 9, I think I read will. We will check in a moment. Will for number 9, I think. Let me check. Yes. Then past, I've been driving and I've never had. Okay, well, In the first idea, we mentioned that we are talking about a period of time that began in the past, though present perfect continuous have been conducting tests on driverless cars for the last 10 years. They have been using, we continue with the same idea, so they have been doing this for this period of time, powerful computers which control the speed and direction of the driverless cars automatically. If the test, because it's a conditional, simple present, so if the tests are verb to be or plurals, in this case the tests. If the tests are successful, we might, because it's a possibility. Oh, I didn't choose this one. We might. Yes, it's a possibility. We might see driverless cars on our roads in the next 5 years. Our technology expert Dan Jones gave his opinion of driverless cars. I think there will be far fewer traffic accidents. Well, not one, because it's the idea. If we have these cars that have artificial intelligence working in them, it's because something will be better. So there will be fewer traffic accidents in the future. Unlike humans, computers don't usually make mistakes. It confirms the idea. Less accidents because computers are not making mistakes as we humans do. Then thinks that driverless cars will make driving safer, yes, continue with the same idea, and might help to reduce traffic congestion. We use might to express a possible idea in the future, not can. Can expresses possibility, but in the present. However, if they start selling driverless cars in 5 years, yes, we have the first conditional. If they start, not will start. Will, we don't have will in the condition. We have the verb in simple present. They start selling driverless cars in 5 years. Question. The question is with will, because we use will in the result. Will drivers want to buy them? Driver Joe Dawson told us what he thinks. I don't need a driverless car. I passed my driving test in 1992. Remember, we use simple past if we have the specific moment. In this case, we have the specific year of an action that happened in the past and is totally in the past, yes, in 1992. So I've been driving. Now this is the connection with the present, with an action that has been in progress in that moment. Since that moment, I've been driving for over 25 years, and in all that time, I've never had an accident. Yes, I never have an accident. It's present, not possible. So I've never had an accident is an action that began when he began driving, and it's connected to the present in this moment. So far, he has never had an accident, which is really good. After 25 years of driving, a person without an accident, I think he doesn't live in Mexico City, because if he lives in Mexico City, you have an accident, no matter what. No matter if it's not your fault, you have to be taking care of your own life when you are driving in Mexico City, guys. And if you're driven in Mexico City, you know I'm telling you the truth. Well, this was exercise 3. So this is the way we have to answer this exercise. Yes, this is the grammar you were checking during units 5 and 6. Then it should be really easy, the test for you guys. Let's close this exercise and let's finish this class with the vocabulary review, the first exercise about vocabulary. Here we have to circle the word that it's different, and then you have to explain your answer. Okay, how do we answer these kind of exercises? Pay attention. Here we say, number 1, manager, employee, working conditions, employer. Oh my God, very easy. The different one is working conditions. So you choose your answer and then you have to explain us why you chose that option. Well, manager is a person, employee is another person, the employer is another person, the employer. But working conditions is not a person. It's different, right? Very good. Then continue with numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Pause the video and answer this exercise on your notebook. Remember, if you don't have your book, you have to copy the complete exercise on your notebook. Then take a picture to your notebook and send the image via WhatsApp to the group that we have on WhatsApp. So your teacher or I can see your exercise and give you feedback. As a matter of fact, it's not totally necessary if you don't want to participate in the activity because we will check the answers after you finish the exercise. Click on the pause for the video and see you back in a moment. Okay guys, we are back and let's see number 2, delivery, career, check out, basket. I think in this case career should be the answer. Get a good grade, look for a job, do an internship, take a training course. I think get a good grade is not the same kind as the other phrases. Graduate, principal, sales clerk, sales clerk, professor. I think graduate could be the different one. Not really. Maybe professor or sales clerk. Oh my God, I'm confused. I'm pretty sure it should be sales clerk because graduate is with school, professor is related to school, and principal is related to school too. Cash, coin, product, bill. I think it's product. Permanent, wealthy, rewarding, part-time. So, oh my God, in this case, let me think. Rewarding, wealthy, permanent, part-time. I think it's wealthy. The others are related with job, and this is with money. CV, application form, salary, cover letter. I think salary is a different one. Full-time, term, nursery school, boarding school. I think full-time because full-time is for the job and the others are for school. Okay, let's check the answers. Let's check our answers with the book. Oh my God, I'm nervous. So we have for number 1, working conditions. All the others are people at work. Perfect. Then career. Very good. We have the correct answer. All the others are connected with shopping. Number 3 is get good grades. Yes, get a good grade. Why? Because all the others are connected with work and careers. 4, sales clerk. Yes. All the others are connected with education. Product. Fantastic. Product. All the others are connected with money. 6 is wealthy. Yes, we selected or we chose this one because all the others are connected with applying for a job. This is salary. In number 7, number 6, wealthy, all the others describe jobs. Number 8 is full-time because all the others are connected with education. These are the answers, guys. I hope you have chosen the correct answers. So it's time to erase here. Stop sharing and it's time to say goodbye too. Thank you very much for your attention, guys. I hope you can study, you can see this lesson and study. And don't be absent. Next class, please, is the last class, is the last part of the review with your teacher. And then the next week you are having your exam. So, thank you very much. Bye-bye.